Welcome back, everyone. This video is going to be a little challenge-styled video. Bug Fables. Like most turn-based RPGs, you collect two things after almost every battle: XP points and money. XP points, which in this game are called exploration points, are used to level up Team Snake Mouth's abilities. And money, which in this game are called berries, are used to buy items, inns, and so on. And like in Paper Mario, these things are important for how you progress through the game. So what happens when you ignore one of them? In this video, inspired by these videos by MandatoryPixel, we're going to find out and see if it's possible to beat Bug Fables without using money. V is not going to be happy with me after this video. Before we start, we need to lay out some ground rules. Rule 1, I am not allowed to lose money through any means. This means I can't buy items, most inns, and so on. If I run away from any battle, I will also lose money. Unlike Paper Mario, I can't pick the money back up, so running is a no-go. I am also not allowed to deposit my money using the bank. Any money I get throughout the game is stuck on my character. However, in certain games, there are times where you need to use money in order to progress the story. Like in some of the Pokemon games where you need to pay in order to enter the Safari Zone in order to get the key items inside. So rule 2, I'll only use money if it's absolutely mandatory to progress the story. At the end of the video, I will tell you how much money is required by the story. And rule 3, no glitches or exploits. Two things to note. 1, I am allowed to use the crystal berries I find throughout the game to buy badges in the underground bar, as crystal berries are a separate currency from regular berries. And 2, I'm not going to be using the hard mode medal at any point throughout the playthrough. I'm already trying to beat this game under conditions it wasn't really designed for. No need to rub further salt into the wound. So, let's begin! Chapter 1 isn't that noteworthy. There are no shops available, so we couldn't buy items even if we wanted to. So we go through the chapter as normal. We help out Chuck with his grass problem, V gets Kambu crippling depression, we get some great treasure, professionally fought Spooner, rescued the leaf, offended the great cave, leveled up, I leveled up my TP so I had more to work with, got the mask, fought Spooner again, and claimed my prize. That's it. That's the entirety of chapter 1. I also got the Bug Me Not medal while I was in Ant City. This will be useful later on. So, going into chapter 2, I just realized that I'm not going to be able to buy the doll off of this guy. Can't wait to see how much this affects the plot later on. After having a confrontation with some mobs, I got my next level up. Again, decided to level up TP, so I had a little more to work with. After arriving at Golden Settlement, it was time to start some minigames. First I challenged Stabs to an eating contest, and he lost pretty badly. And then I failed the Lack of Worm minigame 2 times before I landed it a 3rd time. After V learned how to say fuck you to Isaac Newton's first rule of the laws of motion, I smashed Arya's skull in to open the way to the Golden Hills. And after a few fast classes and a level up, I leveled up my HP. It was then time for the confrontation with Mr. Edgy Wasp and his girlfriend. And I got my first game over. Ah, damn it. Game over. It was bound to happen eventually. And I did beat them on the 2nd try. Phew, 2nd try, that was pretty damn close. After giving Venus her offerings, it was time to fight her hideous guard. Just like the Team FIFA fight, I lost to her guard on the 1st try, but managed to beat it on the 2nd try. But dear lord, it was a close one. Talk about lucky. I got my awards and it was time to start chapter 3. I want you to know that the fight with the Venus Guardian has left me pretty worse for wear. I'm gonna need to do some grinding.
12 seconds later.
Alright, grinding did not go too well, but I have a plan. If I just go into my library and I go into my side quest, interview required. Yeah, see, this is gonna be very cheating of me, but I'm gonna use that little side quest to my advantage here because I'm on a very low health and I don't want to die. So here's what I'm gonna do. So since I'm writing a review for the end, I can stay for free and I won't have to spend berries. Yep. Haha, I beat the system. And I got a honey drop to boot. So I'm gonna have to use that wisely. God, look at yourself, Venus. You with that stupid smug smile on your face. You were just practically waiting for me to use my precious berries on you, and I can't because I'm not allowed to use my berries. Curse you! Before I went into the desert, I decided to try to take on Scarlet. It didn't go so well. Oh my god, stop doing that! Ugh. Fuck! Damn it! So close! How close? How close was I? Know! Alright, you know what, Scarlet? I give up. I actually give up. Take me out where I stand. Where did I last save? Fuck! Consider yourself lucky, Mr. Innkeeper, because I'm here to write a review again. And you get to let me stay for free. Hope you're happy with yourself. After that, I just went into the desert and somehow managed to avoid getting into fights with enemies, follow some bandits, and arrived at the fight route. I unlocked the little path that leads to Golden Settlement. After that, I went to the hive, got scanned for diseases, had a chat with the queen, almost fell off a bridge, and got locked inside the factory. Luckily, there's a free inn that I can use should I need it. Here, Leaf learns how to use his sonic bubble shield in the field. This is going to be useful to avoid encounters with enemies, as Leaf can simply push them aside. But the catch is that he moves slower and can't jump. During my keycard marathon, I got another level up, and I leveled up my TP again. And Leaf learned Frigid Coffin. We didn't save Malby from having her face smashed in by living honeys, and I went back to the free inn to heal. Before I rescued Team Mafiva, I got another level up and leveled up my TP again, and I got a magic seed, a very useful item to have on you. After all that, I smashed in the mutated honey, and then it was time to save the Overseer. And I was able to rescue her on the first try. Sadly, the same can't be said for a heavy B robot guy. We went down twice during the battle, and it was all out to Cobble and Leaf. Painfully, I was able to get the robot down to 1 HP, but with 1 TP left and no V, the battle was over. The second try went a whole lot better. This time, V lived, and I was able to take out the robot B and get the third artifact. Before starting chapter 4, I decided to start V's request. Unfortunately, I can't get to Mount Island even if I fight all the card masters, so that will have to wait until chapter 6. I also decided to rematch Scarlet. It was really hard as he kept beating my ass over and over again, until I finally defeated him for good. Yes! Finally! Holy shit! I actually took him down! Holy shit! Oh my fucking god, yes! TP, whatever, I don't fucking care. Oh my fucking god, yes! Take that, Scarlet! Yes! Yes! Now that I've unlocked the underground bar, I put those crystal berries to good use. I bought the poison attacker medal. This medal will increase my attack power when I get poisoned, which is going to be useful for overpowering most bosses. Starting chapter 4, we sadly need to pay for the rusted key to get into the bandit hideout. Worse still, after getting to the bandit hideout, we get captured, and all of the berries that I got throughout the breakthrough got taken away from me. It just had to be the fucking bandits, didn't it? I was able to get them back, but that's done. Hopefully this is the last time I need to use berries. It was then on to the fight with Estefelis, where I forgot that I couldn't use items. Ah well, at least I was able to defeat him. First try this time. I got the Sandcastle key before heading to the Sandcastle. I decided to level up. And I'm glad I did because Mr. Scorpion decided I wasn't going to go to the castle until I bested him. After taking him out, he killed Leaf. Well, actually, Leaf lived. And now it's time for the next dungeon. The Sandcastle isn't that interesting, so I'll just get to the stuff that is actually interesting. I got another level up and leveled up my TP, as I hadn't done that in a while. Before going to fight with the Watcher, I took off HP Plus and equipped with the Poison Attacker and Poison Defender badges, respectively. In the Watcher fight, I get V poisoned, raising her attack power, and did some decent damage to the Watcher. V unfortunately went down, but I was still able to defeat the Watcher no problem. And then it was on to the fight with the Lost King. This fight is scripted, so I played badly on purpose until he finished me off. Going into Chapter 5, I decided to go to Sigmouth Lab, but I didn't complete it. Instead, I took out these two guys, and waited till Leaf got the ability to create ice platforms, and that was all. Although I didn't record it, while still in the Sigmouth, I got many different items that would help big time. I stored away the eggs that if I found a mushroom I could turn it into a hearty breakfast, and I cooked the items I got in Snakemouth. Chapter 5 is where the difficulty starts to ramp up. After falling off a bridge, getting a level up, and doing some puzzle stuff, it was time for the beast fight. In this fight, once you get the beast's health low enough, he kills V and Leaf, and Kablu is left to finish the fight himself. However, I couldn't bridge this gap on the first try, so all 3 members ended up dying. But I did beat the beast on, say it with me now, the second try. I used up most of my items in the fight, so I went back to Snakemouth then to get more items. And I got a mushroom along the way. Another level up later, I got back to Ant City to cook up the mushroom and aim for the egg together to get a hearty breakfast. I then gave it to Chuck. By doing this, I unlocked Chuck's rest space that I can use anytime for free. The Wasp Kingdom isn't very interesting, so we'll just get to the fight with General Wasp. The Wasp Shower and Bobber are pretty damn tough, but once you take care of them, General Ultimax is a piece of cake. Upon arriving back in the Ant Kingdom, all of our artifacts get stolen from us by the Wasp King, and after the Queen said, "Hi, I'm Eliza," I headed to Chuck's place, and it was time to start Chapter next. We learned how to fly, get a level up, smashed in this freaking nature, and made it to the Termite Kingdom. Once there, I talked to the King and Queen, and the Termite, and fought a couple of random foes before being confronted by Diva Moth and her edgy boyfriend. And then I lost to them. Twice! Managed to beat them a third time though. I was stuck to you. Look like the Bug Rangers, yep. Someone snatched it. And unfortunately, it wasn't me! After that, I unlocked the stuff and tried to book its Mount Island but got into a fight. Gotta say, this battle background here is quite nice. I dropped the Queen off at the docks and finally got to Mount Island. Once there, I bought the ant doll from the merchant. This is the only time in the game where buying something doesn't actually use your actual money, as even though V pays for the doll, you don't use your actual berries and still get to keep them. Nice. Alright, I've just traded in all of the items. I have this red paint now. So here goes nothing. Everyone, this is red paint, right here! Now hug! It's beautiful. You know, if Mario was here, he'd say, it's garbage. Now hug again. Yes! Okay. I went back to the underground bar and got another Poison Defender badge. And on the way back to Rubber Prison, I got another level up. After arriving at the prison, I walked on spikes, got another level up, and cranked that. And now, tank time! In this battle, I decided to do poison shots again. I did some decent damage, but it wasn't enough, and I got a game over on the first attempt. The second attempt follows the same story. I got defeated before I could defeat the boss. On the third attempt, I realized I didn't equip the other poison attacker and defender medals, so I corrected that, and the fight went a lot smoother. I went back to Sigmouth then to gather more items, and then it was time to start the final chapter. Upon starting, Phoenix decided that she wasn't gonna help me anymore. Well, good fucking riddance, you stupid plant! You never did anything to help me through this challenge anyway! Anyways, in Chapter 7, we have to avoid being detected by Deadline or Omega. You can easily do that by simply drilling into the ground as Kablu. After doing some stealth, we are then locked into a fight with more Deadlanders. I had a very close call here. V and Leaf went down, leaving Kablu the last one standing. If it wasn't for Mackie being able to target airborne enemies somehow, I would have lost. Conveniently, I also got a level up here. Talk about a close call. After doing some ice puzzles, I arrived at the Roche Village. Here, I unlocked the final free resting phrase. You should come here often if you find yourself low on HP. It was then onto the stove section, where we are forced into another battle. Not much to say here. Except that after this battle, I accidentally got myself into another battle. And in this battle, Leaf and Kablu went down and V just about managed to defeat the last enemy. I healed up the air for free and turned off the stove after doing a bunch of other non-important stuff off camera. And now it was finally time for the Wasp King. On the first attempt, I poisoned V to chip himself down a little faster, but towards the end of his first phase, V went down. Luckily, I had a magic seed to revive her, and I was able to take down this first phase. Then he ate the leaf off the sapling and it became Super Saiyan. I poisoned V again to chip his HP down, but it didn't do me any favors, and I got a game over. Oh well, I expected that to happen. I grinded up in a few more poison items by killing enemies with the Bug Me Not medal, and went back for a second attempt. This attempt went poorly. I got a game over on his first phase. Third attempt, game over on phase 1. Same story with the fourth attempt. On the fifth attempt, I managed to defeat the Lost King, and then forgot to record myself getting killed by the Lost King in the second phase, so this game over screen is the only evidence I have that I actually got game over. And on the next attempt, V and the Leaf went down, and since Kabu can't attack airborne enemies, yeah, I did the math. Next attempt, same story, but in that game over, I have a plot. I took both Poison Attacker and Defender medals off of V and put them on Leaf. Yeah, now we're getting somewhere. With Leaf being able to deal high damage, I go for phase 1 no problem, but then on the second phase, I accidentally gave Leaf the Danger Spud. Damn it! This ended up being my downfall. I got yet another game over. The last attempt starts in the second phase. I really wasn't going to be bested by this guy. I poisoned Leaf and did very good damage, and after a very long struggle, I finally defeated the Lost King. Just like that, I was able to beat Bug Fables the Everlasting Sapling without using money. Except when I had to. Now that we've reached the end, we'll now go over how many berries are required by the game's story. In Chapter 3, I had to pay 30 berries to get the key to the bandit hideout, and then I lost the rest of the berries to the bandits. I had 327 berries, of which I got from the Ant Queen, enemy jobs, and from Mayor Emmett off camera, and used 30 to buy the key, leaving me with 297 berries, and then I lost those berries in the bandit hideout. That means that the minimum number of berries required to beat Bug Fables is 30, plus whatever berries you have left before you get out of the bandit hideout. Remember, I banned using the bank as part of my rules, so I couldn't deposit my berries even if I wanted to. At the end of my playthrough, I ended up with 837 berries on my character, most of which I picked up from enemies for some fucking reason. The thing is, it might be possible to skip getting the key to the bandit hideout, but even if you could somehow glitch through the door, you would still lose berries upon entering the bandit hideout. In other words, you would lose berries regardless of if you use glitches or not. And I banned glitches in my run, so it's pretty much a lose-lose no matter what. Well folks, that was that. That was beating Bug Fables without using money. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Now, we have, if you made it this far into the video and you're still watching, hi. Welcome to this non-scripted outro. So I started this project back in December of last year, and now it's June 2nd of 2026. So yeah, I procrastinated heavily on this project, didn't I? Wow. The reason I kind of put this project on the back burner for so long is because I was busy with our LPs, and I got busy with even more LPs, and just a bunch of random stuff in general. Yeah, this video should have come out later time, and instead I'm choosing to erase it now, so yeah, what can you do? Again, this challenge video was inspired by MandatoryPixel's videos where he beat Paper Mario, the Thousand Year Door, and Paper Mario without using money, so I highly recommend you check those videos out. They'll be in the description down below of this video, and yeah. I think that's gonna be it from me for now. I had even though this challenge was pretty difficult, I had a lot of fun playing through this game again. I had fun trying to get through this game, even though it was difficult. I had a lot of fun trying to think of creative ways of how I could beat certain bosses without being able to purchase items. And I guess that's more so what this video was about. Can you beat Bug Fables without buying items? I guess that's what this title is what this video should be titled. Anyways, I want to wish you all a happy Pride Month. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye for now.